The first pilot was shot. I was doing the Pajama Game on Broadway, and my agents, God bless them, had put in a clause that I had to be let go if I got a pilot. And sure enough, I got a pilot, and they had to not just let out of the show. I didn't leave the show. I was ready. I went back to it, but at least I had the opportunity. I didn't have to turn down a pilot. Got the pilot for Barney. Different cast. Different cast. Good cast. It was called The Life and Times of Captain Barney Miller and was intended to be, originally, a balance between the life in the precinct and the life at home. So I had a wife and 2 kids, and that was the pilot. That was the first pilot. It didn't sell. It didn't sell. It was shown that August in the ABC Comedy Theater, which was the repository for dead pilots. And I thought that was over with. Danny Arnold was not to be denied. He had confidence in it, or the concept, or he recognized also that the better part of it was the detective story part in this squad room. And so it just became Barney Miller. Legend has it, he told me that he was driving along and the guy in the next car was a friend of his from, I think, Colombia. I don't know exactly who it was. You'd have to ask the people on the inside. But he managed to get a shot at a second at two more episodes. The amazing thing about Danny was that he had such confidence in it. He mortgaged his home and bought back the investment of the deficit financer. Personally bought back, thus giving him majority ownership. It was a kind of an uncomfortable partnership with another writer that I believe William Morris had put together. He now had control of it. He told the partner to stay home, and he wrote 2 more episodes, and we did 2 episodes. And he didn't have any contracts with anybody. He called me up, and would I come and do 2 more episodes? It was interesting. I had an offer for a Broadway musical. It was called Dr. Jazz, I believe. I think I was playing a musician. It was perfect for me. It was a very exciting role. And I had to make my mind up. All it was 2 episodes. Give up a whole year's work, really, with rehearsal and out of town, and you're talking half a year anyway, even if it's a bomb. And I couldn't make my mind up. I remember sitting in my manager's office it was Friday. The Broadway producer had called and said, "We have to have an answer by close of business Friday." And I sat and he looked across the desk. He said, "You got to make your mind up. What do you want to do?" And I said this cavalierly, "All right, we've done Broadway. Let's try television." I used the word cavalierly. And on that, we went out and did the two new episodes. Recast. Barbara Barry was now my wife, and no kid. Oh, yes, we did have kids eventually. I think they showed up. But it wasn't. It was now called Barney Miller. It was not about the home life. The home life was only the backstory or the side stories. Had to recast all the parts. The only part that was the same was Abe Vigoda. Max Gale was new. Ron Glass was new. Ronnie Carey was new. Jack Stewart, I think only showed up in one episode. He wasn't even a regular to begin with. And we did the 2 episodes, and that got us a mid-season replacement, which led to 8 terrific seasons.